Debt is often something that is hidden, something that we never talk about and we never share with our family and friends. It's a battle a lot of us often face and go through alone. But what if I was to say that you could live a life with no payments and live a life with no debt worries at all? In this video today, I'm going to share with you 5 tips that can help you clear your debt fast in 2021. I've had to restart my journey over and over again, but one thing I can say is throughout a loss of income, no car, going on maternity leave, I've still been able to keep my debt figures going down and not accumulate any debt. Tip number 1 is to side hustle. Side hustling is one of my favourite ways to clear the debt fast. Why? Because it's additional income that you did not expect. Over the years, I've done a number of side hustles, from mystery shops to market research to surveys and selling. Just a quick tip for you: should you decide to side hustle, always try and use a side hustle tracker to make sure that every single spare penny you make goes directly towards debt. Tip number 2 is to do a bill audit. Now, straight away, I know a lot of people think, oh, what's the point in that? I don't have time. But honestly, it is less time consuming than side hustling. A survey from Ofgem found roughly around 34% of households were paying more than they needed on their gas and electric bill. What could you do with that money? Imagine you could be saving hundreds a year. So tip number 2 is to use comparison sites and to really make sure that you are getting the best deal on every single bill you are paying. So effective, especially if you find that you're always spending and you don't quite know where the money goes. I've been able to do that with my internet provider, search for deals online that are very similar to mine but obviously at a lower rate, and then speak to my provider and say, look, I'm thinking about leaving, can you offer me a better deal? And 99% of the time they will say yes, although I have had a couple of occasions where they've just been like, okay, bye. And if you're not feeling too confident with what to say, then have a look online, the haggling script. Tip number 3 is no spend challenges. As something that's so popular, especially in the debt-free community over on Instagram. Currently, it is March 2021. I realise that some habits are slowly starting to creep in, such as online shopping. We're not trying to be as careful with my grocery shop. So I've decided to go cold turkey and have a no spend challenge. This means I'm able to increase my chances of saving as much money as possible throughout the course of March. And the best thing about this is you can set your own rules. You can set the duration. So maybe you only want to do it for 7 days. It's entirely up to you. A tip for no spend challenges: actually track your progress using a habit tracker of some sort. I really do enjoy tracking my progress. When you look and you see the bigger picture over the course of a few days or a few weeks, you realise I've actually saved a lot of money just by doing this alone. Tip number 4, I think it's a slightly controversial one. The tip that has helped me keep my debt balance down is cutting up the credit cards and making a commitment to not using credit whilst you're on your debt-free journey. Now, I understand it can be really useful maybe if you're going on holiday. Oh wow, what are those things again? But holidays, or maybe an added security if you're buying something expensive online. I understand credit can be good because life is going to challenge you at times. There's going to be things that go wrong. It is going to rain, as Ramsey says. In those situations, you've either got 3 choices: to make do without, to save for it or use savings, or to use credit. And having credit as an option can really undo all the work that you've just done. Tip number 5 is another one that isn't so obvious, and that is to be mindful of your groceries. I really do believe that groceries is one of the biggest budget busters. It's one of those things that before you know it, you've spent £400, £500, and you had budgeted £200. It is so easily done. Every single week before I do my grocery shop, I create an inventory, I create a shopping list, I create a meal plan, and I still go over budget every single month. Being mindful of your groceries can really help you maximise how much you can put towards debt. And a tip for groceries is to always create a shopping list before you head to the shops. And always keep an essential list as well. I find essential lists are so useful because it stops you going to the shop in the middle of the week. And then finally, I have one bonus, and that is to save. There's this ongoing debate: do you pay your debt first? Do you save first? Which one do you do? Do you do both? Ensuring that you do have an emergency fund. Why? Because things can go wrong, and during these situations you may find that you're offered credit, you're offered loan. This will only contribute towards your debt balance rather than keeping it down. Having a rainy day fund can have a huge positive impact on your finances to make sure that you're able to continue without adding to the debt. And there we have it. That is 6 tips to help you debt or fast during the course of 2021. Remember, the key is to remember a life without payments. A life without payments means that we have more choice and we can really do things that make us happy rather than doing things for money. So if you found this video useful at all, if there was one tip you took from it, if there was one thing you liked about it, please can you click the like button? I would be so thankful to you. And thank you so much for watching. I will speak to you soon. Bye.